Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Astroneer with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome to our new battery, which I hope is going to be able to get power as soon as this thing over here is finished. So off camera, I've done a little bit of mining over back in the mountainous region, and I have made myself a wind turbine, along with a generator. Now the generator apparently requires coal. I have no idea where we get coal from or how we synthesize it from other items, so for now it's just kind of sitting there. I'm sure very soon it will become apparent how we get this thing working, but since we only have a limited amount of space right now, it's just not worth attaching to anything else. For instance, if I do attach it, let's move the solar panel out of the way. We still can't really do anything with it. If we click the coal, it simply doesn't work, although right now I am clicking that by mistake, so let's move it over here. As you can see, I have no coal available. We can't use organic for it, although I am still certain that organic can be used in some way. I'm just not sure what way exactly. I wonder if we can turn organic into coal. Apparently not. Well, that makes sense, I suppose. Hydrazine? Nope. So, no idea how we're going to use this just yet. Hopefully, as we use more research items, we will find out a way to synthesize coal, or perhaps we will simply find it as we're mining. Now, whilst I've been doing all of the research, one very interesting item did spawn. Apparently now, I can build a trading post, so that is going to be the goal of today, to build a trading post and hopefully clean up the area around the base. We now have power, we have power storage, and honestly, things are looking pretty good for us. But right now, we need some resin, which I'm fairly certain there was a load of over here, so I'll be back in a second, as soon as we've built our platform. We have the resin, so let's see how we build the trading platform. After all of this, we can then perhaps move into vehicles and see what's available there. I imagine that will make life a lot easier for us. So, where do I want the platform? I think we should put it over here. Ta-da! So we can make the printer, the research, the smelter, the vehicle bay, and the trade platform, which apparently requires 2 aluminium. So, do we have any aluminium available? I think we may have 1, but not 2. Well, that's a shame, but there is a lot of aluminium currently in the cave system underneath our base, so no major issues there. What are we currently holding? We're holding resin and organic. We'll just throw that to the side for now. Having spare resin is not a bad thing at all, and we do actually have some compound. Shall we make some filters or tethers? Not yet. We'll just store it here for now. No, we'll bring it with us in case we need oxygen so that we can make a filter. Let's find ourselves some aluminum, and then we can hopefully, get some trading done. I have no idea who we're trading with though, to be honest, but trading is trading. Also, this is making going through this area a lot more difficult. Rebuild! No one will know the difference. It's as if we were never here. Except for the fact it's now a giant lump. We've been this way. In fact, I think we've been every way down here, so just a quick check to see if there's any aluminum anywhere nearby. Otherwise, we'll just go up with this single one. We already have enough. I just... want some spare for later. I'll be taking all of you. Ooh, there's even some other stuff mixed in. Some resin. Excellent. Okay, let's get back. Don't want to die. Not going to risk it. I'm too much of a coward. I like to be able to breathe. And we'll take this with us as well. What can we learn from the very creepy looking red orb of death? Come on, let me up. There we are. We should really smooth that out a little bit. Tell me, O research, what is thou? And while you're doing that, we can smelt the aluminum. Ooh. Titanium, okay. So you just gave me some resource. Fine by me, especially since that's a rare material. This also really needs to be filled in before I end up dying. And then smooth it out. No. Like that. I was pressing the right button. There we go. The smooth tool takes a bit of getting used to, but once you're used to it, as you can see, it's actually a very, very good tool. I just need to mess around with it a bit more. Yes, 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 and yes. Go. Did I just lose them because there was no space? Well, we've just learned something. Make sure that this is not filled up. We just lost several aluminum. Well, that's really annoying. Okay, lesson learned. Hello, trade platform. Ooh. What does it want us to trade exactly? Oi, give me that back. Okay, so let's say I want copper. Do you just give it random items, or... this is curious. Or is it any items? Perhaps we can give it absolutely anything. If so, let me just grab some organic, because that's all of this plant material, and see if it works. Maybe we just need to fill it up and then send it along. It'd be really cool if that works like that, because we have a lot of low-quality materials around us in the form of all of these plants. Hopefully people in the space station want plants. I mean, I'm assuming some of these may be edible. Also, why are you no longer attached? You were attached, I'm certain of it, because otherwise we'd have died earlier. Maybe I knocked one? We'll fix this in a while. There we go. Maybe it's just a visual bug, not too sure. Okay, I think I figured out how this works. It's essentially a value system. The value we put onto this lovely little spaceship thing here reflects in how much stuff we get back, and each item is worth different amounts. For instance, right now, we are able to get 4 compound, or 4 resin, or 4 organic, but then anything more expensive, it goes lower and lower and lower, all the way to coal, which is apparently worth so much, all of this organic isn't even worth 1 coal, which honestly makes sense. Either way though, if we can get stuff like copper and maybe titanium from just organic, that's going to be absolutely wonderful, because we have a lot of organic to trade. No. Let me give it the organic. There we are. So that is just organic. That's just the plant matter around us. We can't get titanium, but we can get copper. And we can get aluminum. Ooh, or of course we can just get the ore for such things, which is actually a lot better for us. So what do we need right now? What is the type of stuff we actually need? More compound would be good. Let's have a quick look-see at the 3D printer. So, don't need that right now. Solar panel, no. Storage would be nice. Storage would be very nice. That's compound. We need lithium. Can we even get lithium from this? I don't recall. Oh yeah, of course we can. So lithium is a rare material. Okay, that's a really cool concept actually. So we can get more stuff if we desperately need it for trading other stuff. So if we have an excess of copper, which apparently is worth a lot more, we could perhaps trade it for things like coal or titanium. Very interesting. Let's just do a trade to see what happens. I would like some copper, because we're always going to need copper, so get me that. That's the aluminum, that is the copper. I assume we just wait for it to come back? Just kind of stand here, waiting. There it is, so now we have 2 copper, which, now come to think of it, if the copper is worth more smelted than the ore, I wonder if we can make a profit by smelting stuff. I doubt it. I can't imagine this is actually how it works. But let's give it a shot. So let's put the copper in here. Let's put the copper in there. And smelt. Thank you very much. The battery there doing its job. Fantastic. So, we have 2 smelted copper. Is that worth anything? No, it's just worth the same amount, so there's a diminishing return then, I assume. Yeah, there's a diminishing return. It's not worth as much to sell than it is to buy. Which makes sense, because otherwise you could just have an infinite loop, which would be silly. So, that makes sense. Give me the compound back. But if we do need stuff desperately, we can always do that, which is fantastic. For now, though, what I would like is to make some storage. I will put this here, next to the printer, to make everything easier for me. Compound and compound. We need one more compound, which I think I have lying around somewhere. If not, we'll just go and get it. It's over there. Well, I've just found out something interesting. It turns out the little generator you can build in your backpack actually converts organic into power. Only the larger generator requires coal. And I'm sure lots of you have been yelling at me about that, but you know, I am still playing the game blind. I've not looked up any tips, I've not looked up any guides, I haven't even watched a full YouTube video on this thing. So, everything is going to take time for me to learn. Much to, I'm sure, many people's dismay. So, back to getting that resin from over there. Well, that's weird. This wasn't connected anymore. Perhaps during the storms, they get knocked around by being hit by those blocks. That would actually make a lot of sense, and also explain why I keep on losing the tethers. Okay, I think I've figured out that mystery. And hello, resin. Also, why didn't we just bring the generator with us? We could be easily now generating power. I'm not a smart person. At least I think you can add it to your backpack. It'd be amazing if you couldn't, considering it's a backpack-built item. Yes, indeed, you can use a generator to provide a steady source of power, as long as you feed it with organic, which of course is absolutely everywhere on this world. It's still so weird to me that the first world I had was so barren, with so little organic matter, in comparison to this, which is just a haven for it. Really should have built the generators first. It seems like that would have been much more useful. Oh, it's run out of organic. There we go. Yeah, that's making life a lot easier. Constant supply of power whilst I'm gathering everything else. Oh, we've dropped a resin, which is fine because we have a space on the side of our backpack there. Is that a connection point at the top? Let's have a look-see. No, it doesn't seem to be. Okay, let's get back then. We've got a lot of stuff. So what do we need then for the vehicle bay? We need 2 aluminum. Well, that's actually not too bad. I think we still have both of them available to us. Because, of course, we didn't actually lose them earlier. Absolutely lovely. 1 for you. And if we can go over here as well, 2 for you. Build. Ooh. That's good. Made a nice flat surface for us. Now what, though? How do we use the vehicle bay? Oh, that is really cool. Okay. We learnt how to build this a shuttle. I think a Rover would probably be the best one. We do have the truck. But let's go with the basics. So we need compound. There we are. Build me a Rover. Oh, I know exactly what goes on here. The seat from earlier, we had the seat over at the other space station, the one that crashed. Let's go and grab that and put it on the rover. The chair is in place, and we have our little vehicle. Although, to be honest, the controls are really, really weird. I can't quite explain what it is. I think it's because forwards is always where your mouse is pointing, but the other controls don't abide by this rule, so it's just a little bit off, honestly. It's perfectly fine to get used to. If a little bit weird when it comes down to trying to turn around. Okay, so what can we use this for then? Obviously it has its own source of power, but do I actually tether to it? I do. Now, does it have oxygen? Does it have infinite oxygen, or am I going to have to refuel this occasionally? Either way, though, we're definitely going to have to refuel the energy, which begs the question, can we put a generator on the back, and will that fuel the vehicle itself? Otherwise, am I going to have to go back every time it's out of power? Okay, well that's fueling me, which is a bit annoying, but is it... Okay, it does fuel the vehicle. How do I dock? I'm assuming I can dock. Oh, yes, that. How? Stop, stop. The controls are really weird. Stop, stop, stop. There we go. Aha! That's cool. I wonder if this can be used to get research items back and forth. Can that attach to the back? Let's find out. Let's go towards that weird... Oh, no. Okay, not today. Let's get back for now. Thank you. I'm assuming I can unlock more stuff for that later, but for now, let's just get back to our lovely, lovely pod. Nice and safe until that blows over. So, the storm finally went away, and here we are back exploring, and I found another downed section of spacecraft. So, let's see if we can indeed add this to our vehicle, because otherwise, it's going to be a real nuisance to get this back. Say goodbye to the power nodules, and we can! Oh, that is so fantastic. Now we can do some serious research if we can find these. Because at the moment, all the plants are giving us is material, which is great. Uh-oh. But I do need some new blueprints. Did I mention that controlling this is really difficult? It's getting easier as time goes by, but it's not the easiest. It does seem like there's an unlimited supply of oxygen, which is very, very nice indeed. Because now, this is making everything a lot easier. Oh, stop, stop. Okay, everything's good. Stop. There we go. No, let me just... Thank you. And you come with me to the research lab. So what's this going to be then? This has to be something interesting. It's a bit of a down spaceship. Nope. Apparently it's just more resource. I mean, it's good resource. It's lithium, which is quite rare, but nothing too amazing. Okay, I'm going to go and gather some plants until we find something a bit more interesting. Hello. Lithium again. I'm not really getting anything of interest here, which is kind of surprising, honestly. After a few more disappointing researches, mostly just giving me random bits of material, I think it's about time we call the episode here. We've done quite a lot. We've got our new rover, we now have our ability to trade, and ultimately, things are looking pretty good. We've also figured out how to turn the organic resin into fuel, which is fantastic and thus giving us power pretty much everywhere. In the next episode, we're going to focus on 3 different things, I'm not sure which one's actually going to get done, making this place look a lot prettier, building ourselves a truck, and finding some research, which is actually going to give us something new. What I think I'm going to have to do is explore the world a little bit more, and perhaps find some more unique research nodes. I keep on using the same type, and I think that's ultimately what's causing us the problem. I also need to check if there's any other building we need to build right now, which is going to give us different things to actually use, because right now we have the vehicle bay, we have the 3D printer, we have our smelter, we have the research, and we have the trade platform. Was there anything else? I'll find out in the next episode, so thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Astroneer is a series you would like to see continued in the future. The likes really do help. I'm so appreciative to how positive everyone's been handling this series so far, and thank you again. Goodbye.